My first impressions for Finland were just how beautiful the country was, how green it was. Everything was so green. I'm from the western United States, and there were so many trees. I got there in the very beginning of August, so the days were also really long. I remember waking up in the middle of the night sometimes, and the sun would be up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And that was a huge shock to me. The other thing was how healthy, clean the food was. I wasn't extremely used to that. I ate healthy, but not as healthy as the Finns and Finnish culture normally eats. And then also the people were extremely kind and respectful, also really quiet and reserved and shy until you get to know them. But then once you get to know them, they're very friendly and outgoing. And they say when you make a friend with a Finn, you make a friend for life. And yeah, that was definitely true. People bike all the time. So many people bike everywhere. Here in the United States, you don't really bike unless you're a little kid or you're a biker. And there, people would bike to the grocery store, they would bike to work, they would bike all over the place. People both young and old, and as missionaries, we would bike all over. And so you would see people on their bikes through the forest or through the different paths or on the streets. And it was crazy to see how many people out biking there were, as well as not as many cars, and public transit. Buses and trains were much bigger, and the train was so beautiful through the forest and always so quiet, which a lot of the trains I've been on in my life are really rickety and loud and kind of shaky. But the train there was fast and quiet and smooth, and it was nice. Despite being really quiet and reserved at times, they're a really strong community, and they're really friendly with one another. And the Finnish culture is like a culture of family, and Finnish blood runs deep, and they have a lot of pride in who they are and where they're from and where their family has come from, and the culture that they represent, the culture that they have, and they love to share that with people. And I loved just seeing that culture and the willingness to make us as people from the United States feel like we were part of that while I lived there.